discrimination. You just have, everything is whatever it is. So there's a peace in that. You understand? And there's something there too. As things arise in your reality, you just see it as it is, and you don't make anything out of it. So this is the non-dualistic state. Yes? So in that is a oneness, not a duality, but a oneness of you and everything, not you and this, not you and that, not me and you. Is that just no separation. So, but that happens when we gain control of our lower soul, our thinking, and then it unites, because remember the term yoga means union, and it's the union of your lower self with your higher self, or your spirit, your soul with your spirit, or you and God. And so that union, when you have that union, then everything is different, because it's no longer two, it's just one. So it's not this and that, it's just one. So your mind becomes different in the way that everything is. Yes, and that's why that's the concept of enlightenment, or being in spirit. That's because you're supposed to be natural. That's your true nature. So we have to return back to that. And the only way to return back to that is to still your mind until, again, the candle flame, the energy in your spirit will go here. And you're not doing anything to not allow it to unify here in the center of your brain. Because again, there's a gland there, right? That's the pineal gland. And they have the people, you will see in even in Christianity and some things, they show like a pine cone. And the pine cone is really representing the gland. So if we can unify our spirit into that center, then something, the reason why we cannot explain it, if you enter that pure consciousness and then you feel being different consciously, the individual that has that can't really explain that, because we can meditate and I can say you enter a breathless state, the fetal breath, you will see the light in your head, and these are things that really do happen. There's so many things happen really in the body, and everybody experiences about the same thing, because when the spirit and energy is unblocked and goes where it's supposed to go, everybody pretty much experiences the same thing. And you will also experience the same conscious state. But even when the individual experiences it and how profound it is, we still cannot explain it that much. Even though we can say this. That's why the thing is that truth is not in words. But one thing is, in the tradition of meditation, if you're given an authentic method, you will arrive at the same place. Yes? And the method is the treasure, is the gift of having that knowledge to give you. And if you actually practice it, then it happens. Right? But if I give you the transmission of a true method, and you don't master it, then you, of course, won't get to experience the wonders of what happens, right? So you have to really, want to do it, and but again, the strength of the practice comes from being in a group and practicing together, and then having some experiences of explanation of things. But still, the person receiving the instruction and practice has to really want to free themselves to their pure state, to experience what is really true happiness, which has nothing to do with anything outside of your consciousness. True happiness has nothing to do with outside. You can be blocking your pure consciousness because of your thought of everything outside. Really. You're looking the wrong way for it, right? So if you're looking the wrong way to getting it, you just won't get it. Yeah? So some people are karmically, on the path because they were on it before. Yeah. So for them it's easier, I think, because you never will stop. You will never stop seeking that enlightened state. You won't stop. Yeah, because you already did it in your previous life. But one thing is for sure, if you're actually on the path a little bit in your life, means you were on it before. Yeah, because you have many people not doing the path. They don't have a spiritual path. They're out drinking and doing all kind of things that are deteriorating of the spirit. But if you're doing something that is towards reaching for your pure mind, then you have something there already. Yes? So that's what's important. If you feel like that, then you practice every day, And the one true thing is, the more you practice, and one teacher, one spiritual teacher, was a woman in India, and she recommended that everybody should meditate 15 minutes every hour. 15 minutes every hour means that if you're an established meditator, if you can give 15 minutes every hour, yeah, and that would be very good. So, like, you go to a 7-Eleven, sometimes the door's locked because the Muslim guy's in there praying. You lock the door because they stick to their time. So you imagine in society, everything's shut down for 15 minutes every hour. This would be a good society if everybody got to their pure nature. And if you meditated every hour, if you get to your pure nature and you do that every hour, it would be amazing. It would be, everybody shouldn't have lunchtime. They should have meditation time through the day. The whole world would be different because people would be different. Yeah, really. If everybody was truly happy, everything would be different, right? It's like if you go to a country that's purely based on Buddhism, the people's mind is different than the worldly, material life of the world. Of course, they live in places they don't have anything, but their mind is happy. It has nothing to do with things. Yeah, and that's what people need in this life in America. We have everything. We're spoiled, and then we want more stuff. Yeah, and we lose it. People lose their pure mind because they got so much stuff. The stuff has dominated their mind. Yeah? So when they got more, they want more of it. Yeah? And then more and more. So then you lose it. You lose your simplicity. One of the benefit of not, like me, I'm thankful for whenever I have some money because I don't always have money. But when I have my money, one thing is when I eat, I'm so appreciative of that money because I'm eating. Yeah? Yeah? When you eat. And I'm not talking about eating for pleasure. When you're eating for your life, it's different. When you're eating for nutrition and when you eat, you appreciate that food and the money that bought that food. And that's when I really appreciate the people that gave me the money. Yeah? Because when you eat is essential. Two things in life, you have to breathe and eat. And you have to have a covering of your body when you sleep. Right? But when you appreciate the most essential of the covering and the eat and the breathing, that's the main thing. Yeah? And then if you have a pure mind, you experience joy. That's it, that's all. As long as you can cover that body, nourish that body, yes, and breathe and feel your spirit. Yeah? Okay, guys, so I'm sorry I talked so much. Okay, we'll stop and then do a little